I already feel anxious about saying that because I can already feel like people aren't taking me seriously, and I don't know why. It's really my own problem. Let me start off by saying that unlike every other trans person who put their picture into that Face app thing and was pleased with the results, I actually hated mine so much that I actually questioned if I was actually trans. I look like I am one feast of San Gennaro away from literally becoming a soprano. I'm literally a few eyebrow hairs away from becoming Tony Soprano's nephew. But anyways, I realize that I respect everybody else's pronouns and how they identify, no matter what they look like. You could be wearing a skirt and you could be wearing makeup and you could say, I'm a boy and I use he, him pronouns, and I will think you are a boy and I will use he, him pronouns for you. It's not that hard. It's really not that hard for me to grasp, and I really don't think anything of, articles of clothing as like markers of gender. However, when it comes to myself, I think that there's absolutely no way anybody can think of me as a trans guy because of the way that I present personally. I wear makeup sometimes, so there's no way in hell anybody could think that I am a guy. I'm very obviously a female to everybody, and sometimes I don't bind, so that automatically makes me not trans. Literally everything about me, I'm like, well, it's very understandable that people wouldn't respect me. And I don't know exactly why I'm like this, but because of it, I rarely ever tell people my gender, and I rarely ever tell people my pronouns because I'm just extremely afraid of being ridiculed. And I guess I'm like this because I'm mostly around cisgender people. When I'm around trans people, which is very, very not often, then I'm okay with telling them my pronouns and telling them how I identify. But I'm usually around cis people, and these cis people are usually not very close to me, other than my best friends. Obviously, they know how I identify and they're cisgender. But most of the cis people I am around physically don't really have a good grasp on trans issues, and I am just too exhausted to educate everybody. And I feel like I am voluntarily making myself an outcast in a group of people if I pipe up and say, this is how I identify and these are my pronouns. And so therefore, I just let everybody think that I'm a girl. They usually think I'm a butch lesbian, and it fucking sucks, but I am too afraid of outcasting myself and being looked upon weirdly, because I've been looked upon weirdly my entire life for various reasons, and I don't really know why, but I guess just because I looked weird, maybe I didn't have the same interests as everybody, I just acted differently. I had a lot of mental illness, I still do, and it kind of alienated me from everybody. Now that I identify in a way that is different from most people, I'm like, well, I don't want to be alienated even more, because I already feel like an outcast because of how I present myself. But then if I tell people, well, actually this is my identity and these are my pronouns, then I'm even farther removed from the general population. I don't know if that made sense. Anyways, in the past there have been times when I tried to tell people about my identity or tell them what pronouns I used, and a lot of the time people would just continuously fuck it up. Maybe the first few times they would be like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. And I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever. And then they just continuously fucked it up so much that they just reverted back to calling me she and her and shit. And at that point, I'm like, I don't fucking care. Like, it's just, this is exhausting. And it's very obvious that you don't see me for like who I am. So fuck it. And then I think because of that, I like make some excuse for people not respecting me. And I'm like, well, I don't look masculine enough, which I don't know. I think I do. I'm like pretty happy with how I am for the most part, as happy as I could be pre-testosterone, but I'm like, well, I have long hair, and stereotypically men have short hair, so obviously there's no way that they can respect me. Like, if I wanted to be respected, then I would cut my hair short. But the thing is, I hate short hair on me. I think it just causes me a lot of dysphoria, and it makes my face look rounder, and I hate that. So that's why I have long hair. But I'm like, well, if I wanted to be respected, then I would cut my hair short. And if I wanted to be respected, then I wouldn't do makeup. And if I wanted to be respected, then I would bind every single day. Even though I binded every single day from when I was like 14 to 17, and now I have breathing problems because of it. But I don't deserve respect because I don't bind. I don't deserve respect because I don't wear men's clothes. There are no men's pants that run in my size. They're all too big for me. That's a reason that people shouldn't have to respect me, because I don't present as extremely masculine all the time. This is depressing. I don't wear Hawaiian shirts, and I don't wear fucking button-up polos because they're just, I don't like wearing them. And that's obviously why I'm not deserving of respect. And I mean, no matter what, I'm not gonna cut my hair short, and I'm not gonna bind every single day, because that will give me more breathing problems. And if I cut my hair short, then I'm gonna absolutely hate how I fucking look. However, I do try to stifle my identity in different ways. Now I really have an aversion to makeup that makes me look pretty, because I'm like, well, if I wear like lipstick and eyelashes and eyeshadow like in a normal, conventional way, then people will just, they'll just think I'm a woman. Even if I tell them I am a boy, they're gonna be like, well, there's no way in fuck you could be a boy because you wear makeup. And I know that's fucking stupid, and I know I'm talking like it's, 50 fucking years ago, but men wearing makeup, specifically trans men wearing makeup, is still like very shunned, okay? And because the trans men that people are exposed to, like cis people, who just get the tip of the iceberg of trans issues, they're exposed to these trans guys who have really shitty opinions and who just care about pleasing cis people. And they're like, oh, well, if somebody says that they're a trans boy and they wear makeup, then obviously they're a trender. I'm gonna scream. I'm gonna scream. Yeah, I guess I like hate myself in a way. I am not worthy of respect, and I need to hide my identity because I am an outcast, and people are gonna look at me weird, and people are gonna treat me differently, and people aren't gonna respect me in the long run. So there's no reason in me coming out to people, because it's just a waste of time, and it's gonna be worse for me anyways. I wish I could just start testosterone, and then I would start growing facial hair, and then people would be like, what's that? And then I would come out to them. If I come out to them the way that I am now, I feel like, well, I'm not valid. And I don't think that way for anybody else. If you say that you're anything, then I will respect it. But I can't respect myself for some reason. For some reason, I have this standard for myself, and myself only, that I can only be taken seriously if I am on hormone replacement therapy. And that's when I will start being valid, is when I start that, and when I can start looking more physically masculine. And I'm still gonna wear makeup, I don't give a fuck. Makeup's not inherently feminine or masculine. It's literally just shit that you put on your face. But until I start making like physical changes to myself, then it's just like, for some reason, I'm not valid. And that's something I think for literally me and myself only. And I don't know why I'm like this. Sorry for this extremely depressing video. I just wanted to say this. Maybe other people can relate. Maybe you can relate. Tell me how in love you are with me in the comment section below. It motivates me to make videos. Anyways, I love you. Bye.